Hi, I'm David. I'm a senior product designer, and I would give Logic Pro 5 stars. For more reviews, click below. Before Logic Pro, I tried a few different things. I tried Fruity Loops, Reaper, and I actually tried GarageBand too. But none of them really provided exactly what I was looking for, particularly in terms of sequencing the stuff that I was working on. And Logic was just so much easier to work with in that regard. There's so much that I love about working with Logic Pro. For starters, the UI, the interface is just so easy to jump into and start using. Um, and one of the big draws for me working on electronic music is the plugins that it comes with out of the box are easy to work with. They can also go really advanced. So there's really no limit to what you can do with them. And if you want to figure it out, it's as easy as looking up a tutorial. There's such a huge community of people that have worked with Logic that if you don't know the answer to something, it's very easy to look up uh, how to make it accessible for you. Um, Another thing would be just the ability to grab other plugins and start incorporating it into your workflow in Logic is super easy. Um, the quality of sound, it's very easy to tweak and get something sounding professional. Um, and you know, I also have a sense that Logic is used by professionals around the world. They rely on it for their recordings, and that gives me a lot of security, sense of comfort that I'm in safe hands with using Logic. So I feel really good about the decision. For me, it was pretty easy to get started with Logic Pro. Actually, maybe ironically, I find it a little easier to use than GarageBand. I'm not really sure how that's possible, but just the ability to see all your tracks in one place, to move things around, to adjust the mixing controls are all pretty easy to do. I think you might need like a little bit of just basic understanding of how a digital audio workstation like Logic that has sequential audio recording and editing works. That would be really helpful. But at the same time, it's very easy to jump into. And I think it's still the top of the class in terms of uh, DAWs. So I've tried a few others since I started using Logic about 10 years ago, just to kind of compare. And I still feel like it's the easiest to get into. I think if you're on the fence about which audio workstation you want to go with, and I know price is a factor in that. Um, it at first glance, Logic does seem a little more expensive. It's $200 for the full featured version, but there's a few different approaches that you could take. So there's a 90-day trial that you can do, which is an awesome way and a great length of time to test it out and get a sense of the features and some of the awesome stuff you can do with it. And then I think another thing you could try is if you qualify for Apple's education discounts, you can also get Logic as part of a bundle at a much reduced price.